Hello, hello. This is your Dallas Spiritual Reader. Like, share, and subscribe, and feel my vibe. You know, those Fed boys are smart. They got Charleston White. And see, it's two other cats that went to the feds that's not in the Fed facility. They're out on the streets in seclusion because they have ratted out little Boosie. That's why he was picked up. They have ratted out, guess who else? Kevin Gates, allegedly. You haven't heard the last that's going to be the additive to the case of the RICO situation in Dallas, Texas. Mo 3 Spirit is still in these streets. Do you feel my vibe? Charleston White has been put in jail. That's the rumor. Because I know Charleston White been a little rookie for the feds for months. He's been around Soldier Boy, that Miami spot. You know, Soldier Boy owns Florida, must I say. That's his territory, allegedly. And you boys know what I'm talking about. You see, that radio man, he's silent now. That money he has in that safe, it's been moved. And Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. been on that island. You haven't heard from Jay Prince Jr. ever since takeoff. Do you feel my vibe? Houston has been, must I say, taken over by the feds and the government. From the schools to that police chief they watching, to the mayor, and several other high-profile Houston council people. You know, the councilman? Yeah. And a councilman woman, allegedly. Notice I'm not calling no names. But let me tell you something nobody knows. There's an indictment on a mayor that they got a file on. You remember when the city councilman that was taking money went to jail? You know who I'm talking about. The guy that looked like a fake Santa Claus with all the little suits on. $3,000 and $4,000 suits. I can't call no name. When he got indicted, or tried to indict, John Wiley Price through IRS because of the cash he had available in his crib. That's not why they busted him. They busted him to see if they can get him to talk. They were believing that was drug money, allegedly. Let me take you down memory lane. Do you remember when it was 15 cars burned? Do you remember when the young lady was shot at the restaurant? Do you remember the tax man that went to jail for the PPP loans? Do you feel my vibe? The association of tax season, must I say. It's all incorporation. These Negroes are dumb. You see, the platform of the money is trying to be restored through tax season when it used to be stored in the rap industry. Everybody doing taxes. Do you feel my vibe? But let's get back on Charleston White. Charleston White had went to the radio station, clocking time for guess who? Those Fed boys. Now they done come up with cahoots or something to get him to come in so they can interrogate him to get the information to connect it with the files they have so they can collect the boys in a row, must I say, with the funds. You see, you niggas out here trafficking and think these Fed boys ain't following you. You don't know technology. It's like they got a camera inside your house. How you think they knew Trap Boy had Naya and where he had her at? It wasn't his partners turning him in. They were law. How you know the little chick that Boosie had was getting ready to make her a star? You haven't heard from her anymore, have you? You see, there are some people falling off the Mayberry tree. Even bloggers that was using code over the internet. Do you feel my vibe? Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. Because I done told you niggas and niggerettes. It's not just a ring camera watching you. Do you feel my vibe? Fort Worth has been shut down. Now you got cops killing kids. And you think it's just a situation, but it's to not incriminate themselves. Because see, it's a lot of dirty cops. I told you guys that. How you think Mo 3 was killed in broad daylight with the sun shining bright on a busy time of the freeway? It was just enough space for him to be gunned down. Do you feel my fire? Who had the authority to slow the traffic? And now you got a mayor that hops on the radio 24/7. Yeah, I'm talking about Dumbo, the Big D mayor. He's filling his balls because he already know the instrumental part of the funding in which Dallas is truly owned by. And I'm not talking about corporate. You see, some of these churches are not churches. Some of these churches are depots. Some of these LLC 501 are not charity. It's to hide the funds. Do you feel my vibe? The banking industry is not going up, it's coming down because gold is the only thing going up. 24K. Are you feeling my energy? It's a lot of people silent now. Notice that. It's a lot of people tiptoeing. And now that little Boosie's on his deathbed, all they need to do is have one of them doctors to knock him down. Slowly. Down, down, down you go. You see, that's why he been passing out all his material things. Because he already know. Once he go, the family will go. You see, there are times when you can play on these streets and you get a tick and you get attacked, but you forgot about the toe. Charleston White is in a cell for a minute, a few minutes, because that's the Fed boys contemplate, because they can't make another mistake. They did that. Well, you know who, that commissioner, and he won. That let the cat out the bag. They didn't get to get Al Lipton because he died. But all this dirty money been running through Dallas, left and right, and nobody has confiscated the funds. Same with DPD. Things missing. IT corrupted. Do you feel my vibe? That chief they ran off because she talked too much. She wasn't from Dallas. She didn't know the dirty people that's in the police force. Already had her card. And they motivate her to make sure they put it in place. You see, all these illegals are not coming for no reason. The cartel has been corrupt and divided because the government, the real cartel, is now confiscating, even knowing the truth about the rap industry. Now the government is owning, must I say, masters as Puffy. He's getting ready to find out. You see, things haven't been told for years until Tupac's period came. After Mo 3 was down in that street. And Takeoff went up to them stairs on that 8. Now they're shaking in a boot. As Mo 3 said, they can't come outside. Big T is no longer corrupted. It's legit business in there now. The Chinese people has flew the coop. You know what I'm talking about. Because fentanyl is a killer. And it's already in force. Do you feel my vibe? Jaguar Wright is not the only one saying the ABCs. Them Fed boys got Young Thug by the neck. And little baby scared. And Boosie counting his days. And now that they got Charleston White, I know Soldier Boy is shaking in his shingles. Do you see what I see? The spirit out here in war. It's called spiritual warfare. Things are not catching on fire for no reason. So post up, because they're coming. And when they come in with boxes. This is your Dallas Spirit